Okay, you start.
Okay. My name is Sam Auinger, and I'm one half of O&A.
Bruce Odland, I'm the O, he's the A. We're here to perform the Requiem for Fossil Fuels, and this is something that used to be an installation, but now we can do it live, using live. Sam and I have been making installation pieces now for 20 years, and they're all about the real sounds around us. Not the sounds that we wish we made, not the sounds that we hope we made, but the sounds we actually make, like a culture, all those unintentional sounds, which are horrendous. And they tell us a lot about ourselves. They tell us how much fuel we're burning. They tell us that we're dependent upon electricity and oil. They tell us that the economy overrules people. You hardly ever hear people when you record a city anymore because it's all cars, it's all electricity.
The idea for us was that to discuss what's going on in the soundscape, you know, and also to discuss the change maybe which will come up in our time.
So, like Sam said, we really felt it was important to make a piece about this, about our fossil fuel burning culture. Now that that fossil fuel isn't going to be around, what are we going to do? How can we come to reckoning with this? And we figured that the Requiem was the right form. So we're making this mutant piece, which is half installation, half performance, with a lot of technology, with a lot of listening into 100 hours of different cities and finding out which piece fit the form of the Requiem Mass to really talk to people's ears. See what's going on with us, what's going on in our culture. This thing is going down, and we better adapt.
Live became a kind of a software for us, which fits us in many, many ways. It gives us the ability to use it like a sketchbook, to use it like a score, like we use it here, to use it as a sampler, to use it, whatever you can imagine in kind of musical terms, we can do with this software. But the most important thing is actually that it easily lets us interact between the two of us.
Yeah, without live software, we couldn't do this as a performance. It would be stuck in being an installation. If it was running in Pro Tools, we wouldn't have the flexibility to breathe with the singers or to run two 8-channel systems out of sync with each other and find brilliant new syncs on the way and have the fluidity and flexibility and interplay. So it was actually working with live that allowed us to even conceive of this piece in all its complexity as a performance piece with live singers. You know, for me, what's really interesting, and you have a computer and you have to have some kind of analogy to use the computer, otherwise you don't know how to control it to make sounds. And the old tape recorder analogy has gone about as far as it can. Live's a new analogy. It allows us to like a spreadsheet, choose any sound at any point in time and still run a full tape recorder type setup at the same time. And that's what we're doing in this while we're working with this setup, is we're using multiple faces of live, multiple possibilities of it. I'm running sort of what you might think of as a slightly more typical tape session. Sam is running a completely different session at the same time, looking at my live session as a score and opening up. He has complete freedom of when he starts to do something, so he can go with the breath of the singers, and he's flying jets through the space, listening with his ears and working with MIDI faders, bringing things in wherever he wants to, and sometimes improvising with the sound of the space.
Bruce is conducting the whole piece, and I have a second monitor on which I can see his live setup, where all the cues and everything is written in.
So here we are sandwiching a bunch of worlds together, a technological world and a world with old bricks and a bombed out acoustic, you know. We're putting together the ancient idea of singers performing a requiem with the two full DJ setups working in 8 channels, but tuned to an ancient text. And what bridges the gap is live, in this case, the way we're using it.